time. And now we're talking about something that's happening this weekend that's going to knock your socks off.
Always something exciting happening in the Powder Valley. Asian American Pacific Heritage Festival. Asian American Pacific Heritage Month is May, so it makes sense that the festival takes place this month.
So we're going to tell you all about it. We have co-MCs Chris Malika, we have Van Nguyen, and we have Chris's son. His name's also Chris, which makes matters a whole lot easier. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today.
Thank you. Welcome,
Great to have you here.
We have an action-packed show. We should just tell everybody off the top. So many different things that we're doing today. We're doing a Muay Thai demonstration. We're doing some Asian garb. We're going to have some of that. So much is happening on the show today. But let's talk about the festival because it's coming up this weekend. Tell us all about it.
Well, this is our very first Asian Pacific American Heritage Festival. It will be held in the Western Mass. And we're looking so much forward to everybody to come to share our common goal, to bring out the best in every ethnicity and the culture of ourselves. So we welcome everybody to come out and join us. It's going to be on Saturday, May 30th from 10 to 5. And it will be held at St. Paul Church on Trade Road in Springfield.
And there's going to be so many different nations and ethnicities represented there. It's going to be amazing. I'm sure the food's going to be good. What is it that people can do there? I know there's a special kids zone, but what's all the fun and games that are going to be there?
We're going to have like a bounce house for the kids,
Nice.
and a lot of activities, different kind of games for them to play, some Asian and Pacific games so that they'll be able to see some of our cultural activities.
I think that's the really cool thing, you know, is that our community is so diverse. And it's a great way for people to come and experience your culture, your traditions, and to have fun, and also just to chat with you and to find out more about what the celebration is all about. And there'll be face painting. I saw that there too, which kids love, and I always like to get my face painted as well. Now, you're co-MC, so people can expect to hear you on the microphones, letting everyone know what's happening during the festival.
Yes.
Yes, well, I MC and DJ and do all shows. So we're going to have different activities, different shows actually, and we're going to have a Polynesian show to represent all the islands of the Pacific.
Now, this Polynesian theme, I know Chris Jr., for all intents and purposes today, that's what we'll call you. You have some things that the fire marshal says you can't do inside of a studio.
Yes.
So we've left the kerosene and the gasoline in the cars. But what will you be doing at the festival?
I'll be doing the fire knife, which is a traditional Samoan cultural dance. Just light this up and get spinning.
And now we're looking at a picture of the whole family. Now, what's your daughter have over there?
She has Maori poi balls. It's a New Zealand dance. Back in the days, they used to use that for warrior weapons. They would use it as weapons, but then they turned it to traditional dancing. So she'll be doing poi ball dancing, twirling them and overhead, one hand, stuff like that.
That is so
It's
amazing.
very exciting, yeah.
Now, Chris Jr., you have a nickname, right?
Yeah, I go by Fano.
Fano. Now, Fano, you can't show off your fire twirling talent today, but you do have a really cool hair trick that you showed me earlier.
Whoa!
Yes.
Whoa!
Now, see, that is okay to do it in the studio. Actually, I really promote it. I think it's fantastic.
That's not a toupee or anything? If it is, you don't have to tell us.
I want to, like, try it. Yeah, you got to teach classes.
It's funny because when we did a show one time, I said, okay, my son has another talent, and then I just go, show him, son. And then,
Wait, let's do that again. Ready?
all right, ready? Show him, son.
Get it. Oh, there
There
we
you
go.
go.
Okay, that's really, and that's just one of so many things that are going to be
Yes.
at the festival.
Entertainment.
I'm sure now a lot of people are excited. So let's go over the details one more time. If people are interested, how can they get more information?
Well, you can come to 235 Trade Road in Springfield, and it will be free admissions. It will be a variety of ethnicity food, drinks will be available, and it will be a lot of entertainment from different varieties of ethnicities.
And there's going to be a lot of dancing too.
There will be a lot of dancing performances.
So much. Now later in the show, we're going to show off some of that dancing. Welcome back to Mass Appeal. It's time for a fashion show. We have Van and we have Chris here to tell us a little bit more. Now, we talked to you earlier about the event that's coming up this Saturday. Let's talk about the details one more time. I'm sure people are excited to go.
So what you're going to see now is a fashion show, which is a very mini segment of what we're going to have on the day of the event.
Okay, so we're going to have a fashion show on Saturday, so we have a little preview today. And first, we have a bunch of little kids who look adorable in traditional Tibetan garb. Take a look at this. All right, so tell us a little bit about what they're wearing
so
right there.
Cute.
So these beautiful children in their unique costume are the children of the American Tibetan community living in Amherst. They are representing the Tibet in the Asian American Heritage Festival. The beautiful dress they are wearing today is called the chupa. It is a traditional, official, and it is distinctive dress of the Tibetans. Although men, women, and children all wear chupa, but the style of wearing chupa are slightly different from one part of the Tibet to the other. Wearing hat is very popular culture in Tibet because it helps to cope with the cold climate in Tibet.
Oh.
There are over 100 types of hats worn by Tibetans. We have government official hats, monk's hat, lama hats, or priest hats, common man hats. Hats the children are wearing is the most common hat in Tibet.
I could use one of those hats in the winter here.
Yeah, they're very
Those look so warm, and they are so adorable, those kids. Oh my goodness.
Now, Van, we, in the interest of time, we need to move on to even more adorable kids, just as adorable kids. We have kids in traditional Vietnamese garb. Let's take a look at them. And now let's describe the garb Vietnamese. It's funny, a similar region of the world, the garb is drastically different. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, what you see here is that it's a pink dress wear by Victoria. It's a very traditional Vietnamese called Ao Dai. And the boys is Alex and Nicholas. They wear the traditional man outfit called Ao Dai Khăn Đông. These are very traditional dresses. That's Nicholas. These are the very traditional dresses that typically wear at the traditional event.
Okay.
So it's just like at the weddings.
Now, this is something people will see at the festival this Saturday. They'll see a fashion show that will include all of these fashions.
They will see a lot more than just this. This is only a sample, a sneak peek
Just a
of what
minor
we're
peek.
going to see.
Now, speaking of sneak peek, does it even get better? We'll see. We have a Filipino and a Hawaiian outfit. Now, I imagine, Chris, you're going to take it away talking about the Hawaiian outfit we have here.
Yes, actually this is my lovely daughter wearing a traditional Hawaiian dress, basically always flowers on it. And also she's wearing on her neck puka shells and Hawaiian shells to dress her up on the neck part. And on her arm, if you see, that's a Samoan bracelet made out of turtle. It's a turtle Samoan bracelet that most of the wives wear it from the husbands, and they wear it for tradition. And in our custom, the girls are usually let their hair grow long. Mm-hmm. So my daughter, when she was born, she hardly had any hair. So I was pretty worried. So about 2 years later, yeah, it started to grow. Yeah.
She's doing all right now in the hair department.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about the Filipino, which looks similar to a wedding dress.
Yes, that Filipino is the origin was a national costume of Filipino women with its barrel shirt, seka skirt. The Maria Clara gown features a floor-length panel skirt of silk or satin, and it consists of 4 separate pieces. The collarless waist-length bell sleeve kamisha, the bubble-shaped floor-length saya, the stiff neck-covering pañuelo, and the hip-hugging knee-length tapis or overskirt.
That's so pretty. My God, that's an inspiration for a woman's wedding gown, I think. She looks so beautiful.
I think so. I think you're onto something there. So once again,
nice.
This is just a small portion of things that are coming up this Saturday in Springfield.
It's going to be at 235 Trade Road in Springfield. We welcome everyone to come to celebrate our heritage.
And that's going to be 10 to 5. And the best part is free admission.
Yes. Free admission.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Great to have you here. Coming up on
And back here, finishing up, we've had a great show today. It's not over yet. We have a Tibetan dance preview. But let's talk about the event one more time. It's coming up this weekend. What's going to be there?
Going to be dances, traditional dances, Asian food. Going to be a lot of different activities for kids. And it's going to be a great celebration day to bring out the best heritage in every community.
Also, we're going to be, for our show, we're going to have audience participation, which we're going to teach a little hula.
Oh,
yeah?
yeah?
Yeah, and then we're going to get them up there, and they're going to do a little Tahitian dance. So we'll put them on the spot.
There's going to be, bounce houses. There's going to be, flame presentations. There's going to be some, fire juggling and dancing. That just so much, and the food. I mean, there's no better food, I think, in the world. And you're going to be there. So that's very
So
exciting.
it's a very unique family-friendly event. It's
Yes.
not like any other family event that you can go to and bring your kids to because it really exposes them to different culture and heritage. I think that's wonderful. And we have to just say hello. This is your daughter,
Yes, her name is Victoria.
Victoria.
Wanna say
So
hi?
beautiful. We saw her in her pink dress earlier. Very pretty.
You don't have to be Asian to come.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay, good.
This is all inclusive for everyone to come and have fun.
Bring your whole family.
Good. Now, lastly, we're going to close out the show today with Tibetan dancers. Now, we're going to watch it, but what I want to know before we get started is a little bit behind the dance. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a very traditional dance that bring out. Let me think. It's very culturally Tibet dance that you will not see around here.
But we will see it at
But
the
you
festival
will see
on
at the
Saturday.
festival.
And before we get to that, we want to thank our friends at DeRocher Florist for these beautiful flowers. Thank you for always brightening up our set.
We have a huge show once again tomorrow, coming to you live from Slime Day at the Bay State Children's
We're
Hospital.
going to show you how fun and play improves the hospital experience for children and families, helps them heal, and brings a smile to their face during a very difficult time.
Plus, we have specimen plans. They serve as a focal point in landscape design, so we have the Green Thumb Guru to show us how to do it. But until then, why don't we see the Tibetan dancers? Take it away.